This episode has been brought to you by Sanibel. At Sanibel, they are committed to creating professional-grade equipment engineered to perform at the highest level. Anything from focus mitts to shin pads and boxing gloves. Go to Sanibel's website at sanibelsports.com and use code The Define Podcast for 10% off all sales. That is code The Define Podcast for 10% off all sales. Thank you, Sanibel. Back to the show.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Define Podcast. Today, I have my two very best friends live here in Chicago, Illinois. 1981 Tokyo Music. Let's go.
How's it going?
And Amedu.
What up, what up, what up?
How you gentlemen doing today?
Cool, bro.
Wonderful, wonderful, fantastic.
It's been a long time.
Can't complain. Yeah,
Let's go. Yeah, these guys are very interesting people. I've known them since I was a little kid, literally probably since I was like 9, 10 years old, something like that. We've grown up together. We've had a lot of ups and downs, and now we're here together. It's really good. Ebi is a very interesting person. He doesn't think he is, but I think he is. He's the part owner of WEHATECLUBS, is kind of the advertisement I run during the shows a lot, which he can get into talking about what that is, and it's really cool. And 1981 Tokyo Music, if you're from Chicago, you know who this guy is. If you go out at night, a bit of a legend himself, and he has a very interesting story, so I just like to get into that, and then we can also talk about current events and all that fun stuff. So, Ebi, why don't you introduce yourself first,
What's going on, y'all? That shit kills me. What's going on, y'all? My name is Ibrahim Amedu. People call me Ebi, IBY. But,
sure.
Yeah, man, just out here in Chicago trying to get it, for real. I just be kicking it.
Yeah, WEHATECLUBS, I'll talk about that.
WEHATECLUBS?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So WEHATECLUBS is a thing that we started, and when we started that?
2018.
2018.
July, something like that.
July 2018, man. And really, it was just, we were kind of just throwing all these different little house parties, man. And, it was just kind of a way to, get some of the community together that was all kind of hanging out, doing the same thing, and just, throw these crazy, crazy house parties.
Yeah.
And at the time, when we were coming up and we were starting to go out, in Chicago and trying to, feel the nightlife scene and stuff like that, we just found, a lot of the clubs that we were going to were just whack as fuck.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing, right?
The vibes weren't there.
The vibes were off, bro. They run in top 40.
Yeah.
You can't wear what you want to wear in there. You can't throw sneakers on.
No Timbs, no Jordans.
Right. You can't get fitted or nothing. You feel me? And we started these house parties where it wasn't it was oh, really come as you are. Come fitted. You gonna hear some shit you not gonna hear outside of the clubs and shit. You gonna hear a lot of different types of music, right? We gonna turn up. We gonna, get lit, all that.
Vibes, yeah.
So, and then we just kind of kept it going from there. Obviously, we took a couple breaks here and there and shit like that. Life shit get in the way.
Yeah, of course,
but,
of course.
We've been trying to pop back up, partner with different, venues, bars, all that.
Your brother, Nija Tacos, right? You guys are doing something together. That's pretty soon, right?
Yeah. So, my brother...
Nija Boy Tacos, my bad.
Yeah, my brother, Rashid Amedu, he started a food and taco restaurant concept out in Sacramento, California. And it's really kind of a Nigerian-Mexican fusion type of thing. And it's really, I think, what's the tagline? It's West African flavors through a Mexican lens.
Ooh,
so,
that's kind of hard, low-key. That's low-key, it's hard.
So it's a lot of, typical Nigerian foods. Me and my two brothers, we came up on the north side of Chicago, Rogers Park. And, we were 100% first generation Nigerians out here. So a lot of this stuff is the stuff we grew up eating with our parents. And he just turned it into this cool concept. And then obviously he gets a lot of, what we gathered, as we kind of grew up, all the culture and shit that we were able to kind of glean. So it's always going to be a nice little event. Music, community, food, all that. And then, we're just trying to help him expand out to Chicago. So we just, booked we just kind of set up a pop-up shop, kind of pop-up event where, My brother's gonna have his own menu at Blind Barber Chicago.
Ooh, Blind Barber.
1981 here is gonna be spinning along with my homie Tim Fields from out in DC. He came up with us in Chicago too. So, we're gonna just vibe out. I think that's gonna come up like mid-March. So it should be lit.
What, you know the date for that?
March 16th. Blind Barber Chicago, 5 to 9 p.m.
All right. Bet. All right. 1981. Let's go.
What's up?
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Other than just, you're a very good musician, DJ, artist, and all that stuff. But for people that don't know you, you just give them a quick little synopsis about who you are,
all right,
what you do.
I am the artist 1981 Tokyo, formerly known as DJ Perp.
Hey,
Perp
Dizza. We still call this nigga Perp. So
for all my new fans, you probably don't know that, but yeah, my name's Alan Cartwright. Grew up in Naperville, but made my way out to Chicago. Known these cats since, like you said, since we were young.
Since the days, man.
Yeah,
youngins.
Besides that, just been DJing for the past 10 years and making music. I started making music probably about 5 years ago consistently.
Okay.
So, I mean, anything.
What got you like started? What made you want to start making music? Because I've known you since you've always been into music, but it was more of just like listening at first, and then you like always involved with like band.
I mean, the way my life kind of just. My dad was a musician growing up. My grandfather on my mom's side was a musician, so he kind of got me into drumming. Mm-hmm. There was probably zero chance that I wouldn't have been a musician or into music in some kind of
blood.
way. Yeah. So, kind of just it just fell in my lap. Started with doing band in high school. Taking drum lessons and then doing marching band. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, he's the only black person on the marching band. He was lit though. He was killing
band.
it.
And then I just remember being in high school and going to like functions and stuff with y'all, and like no one would really be in control of music. So I was like, just took it upon myself, like, I'm gonna learn this DJ stuff. So started doing that, and then we kind of just took over the party life at our high school in a way, and then. Fast forward, moved to Chicago, started trying to make waves, got in the clubs a little bit. Then, COVID happened, so I really kind of just honed in on making music, kind of perfect that craft and stuff. And then, rest is history.
Yeah, that's dope. It took off because now it's like damn near a full-time job. You're always gigged out. You're always performing. And you've kind of downplaying yourself, bro. You've done a lot of big concerts. You've performed with like huge artists like Waka Flocka.
Yeah, I totally forgot about
that. Yeah, like you skipped that whole part, bro. You've done a lot. You've performed in front of thousands of people.
Yeah, opened up for Waka a few times.
Yeah.
Opened up for Vic. Opened up for Jake Harlow before he popped.
He's don't downplay yourself, bro. You got a lot of experience.
That just seems like
we're gonna go down it almost seems accomplishments Wikipedia page.
Right, bro. You skipped the whole.
That almost seems like a past life though, because that was
damn near. It's like pre-COVID, post-COVID.
But you've done it so much, and it's like, it's nothing.
Yeah. There was a period of time when we were me and the homie Koval, who goes by Love Teddy now. We used to do a lot of shows down in some college towns. I totally forgot about that. That was back when I was DJ Perp though.
Yeah,
so
it's a different alias.
a different lifestyle, definitely.
No, it's crazy. No, but it's cool though. So I pride myself in having like a really cool circle of people. Like Evie says he's not. I don't think I'm really creative. I'm not a very social person too. Like that's where I have these people that come into my life where I kind of use them and their platform and what they do to help me grow as well. So, enough about that. Let's get into some current event topics. So the first thing I know that I don't know shit about current events. That's EB's forte. I live underneath a rock. I'm not a social person. I barely leave my house. But Kanye West, what's going on with him? He's getting back with Adidas, right? Or something like that. What happened? I don't even know the whole thing, but I just heard his name in the news lately.
I mean, you know what? Like, I don't know 1,000% about it, but I've been hearing the same shit.
What's the situation?
Apparently, Adidas is losing a bunch of bread or like not making.
They
like,
need the boy back.
not making what they projected.
All right, I just wanted to take the time out to thank our new sponsors, We Hate Clubs. We Hate Clubs is a brand which was developed with the idea that people should live outside of their comfortable spaces, leaning into music, art, photography, parties, and fashion. We Hate Clubs is built to function as something greater than oneself. Make sure to follow We Hate Clubs on Instagram if you're in the Chicagoland area. Now back to the show.
Once they like dropped Kanye like officially and shit like that, so like they were thinking, or there's been rumors of them getting back together to like, you know, repair the partnership and start selling like a select brand and items of Yeezy. But like I don't know if it's facts. I ain't heard shit.
It's through the grapevine, of course.
Right.
But did Adidas lose a bag from losing Kanye? Because did they have the rights to sell his shit still?
No,
or
they dumped all of his shit once they dropped him.
Yeah, they dumped all of it.
Like they just got rid of it?
Yeah,
Right.
they took him off the racks like next day.
Damn.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
Apparently people was trying to grab them shits to like.
So it's not the same.
Before like they started dropping, so they could resell them at a higher price.
That's what I'm saying. The value go down of it or no?
I think the value stayed up.
Because Tim works at Tim Fields, who we're talking about. He works at a shoe store, clothing store out in DC, and once they heard the news of Kanye being dropped, they had to wipe the shelf of anything Yeezy. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They got rid of his, but that hurt them in the way that their like revenue went down.
That's what they're saying. Like they're not hitting whatever projected numbers they were supposed to hit in revenue.
It seems, I don't know, like everyone seemed like really happy when they dropped them. Is that like because I don't know. I don't know this stuff. I'm just trying to.
Let me keep it at this. That nigga was a wild boy.
Yeah, he did say some wild shit.
And he got dropped because of it.
He said some wild shit. I won't lie, but I heard it after the fact.
Yeah.
But
everyone always thinks that Kanye's
crazy.
Yes, that, but like he's got some like something up his sleeve. Like there's nothing. Like he doesn't just do that stuff without like a hidden agenda or something like that. And, truthfully, I don't know, because he was saying some crazy.
He was saying some stuff, man. I heard a couple of things. I was like, damn. But I'm not. I guess we can't really get into that too deep. Yeah, he's talking about them boys, but he's talking about them boys. That was wild. But yeah, it's funny. They'll see where that goes. What do you think will happen? You think they have to get back with him at some point?
No, to be honest, I think it's just rumors. I don't think it's gonna happen for real.
They won't get back.
Nah, he's like I don't think he's about to really be in the limelight for a good little minute here.
You think
if
so?
At all. We'll see.
Damn. I don't know. He's always been in the limelight in some degree. That's what keeps him. He's relevant without anything, I think, because he's just Kanye. Like his life is just how he's been. He's just known for that. Like,
you gotta wait for some crazy political shit to happen, and then they'll throw Kanye back into the limelight.
Yeah.
Distract us.
When Trump gets back. Oh my God.
Kanye gonna start popping up.
Yeah, they're gonna have him forefront. Make sure we were all distracted.
That's how it be, though. How do you? All right, to kind of segue into this, what do you guys feel on like how cancel culture goes? Because I know we kind of have like different views on sort of things, which is interesting. How we're all really good friends. We all have completely different views on like politics and shit. But I don't even know that much about politics. I can't really speak on that shit. But I do know about this whole like wave of like cancel culture and this whole persona that kind of puts like this whole, like, to give an example, like Andrew Tate. I know he's a very controversial person, and a lot of people hate on him. Mm-hmm. And at first I did too. I won't even cap. Like at first I'm like, what the fuck is the guy talking about? But then like after really listening to him, like instead of just watching a clip, like listen to a podcast, like a whole entire thing, I'm like, oh, I kind of agree with a lot of the shit he says.
Right.
But like nowadays, like he's in prison and like everyone's
in prison still.
Yeah, he's in prison in Romania, and like everyone
got out.
No, he's still in there. Okay. And like everyone's like celebrating it and like they're all happy. And then I'm like, it's kind of fucked up that you know, there's just one thing. There's many other things with cancel culture, but there's just one aspect of him. Like, damn, this dude is damn near innocent of all these crimes. And
well, I mean, technically, we don't necessarily know that.
True. Okay. At least the one. Okay, the one thing that I can say he's for certain innocent on is when that girl said that he kidnapped her. Like, she was against her will. There's like video evidence and like all these things. Like, she was free to leave. Like, she had all these things. It was just she didn't want her boyfriend to get mad at her, so she said that she got kidnapped.
I don't know too much about.
That's all I know. I mean, I do know a little bit more. I'm kind of following it now, and I'm like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. But it seems like everyone's like celebrating this shit. But not just him, but like in general, there's like everything people say. Like, if you say something controversial, people are just like on you to just get the fuck out of the. It's weird that people are celebrated, for being canceled. For not being canceled. They like when a public figure says something controversial, everyone gets really upset at them and then tries to get them canceled. And once they get canceled, it's like they're happy. Which is weird. You know what I mean? I'm like, why does it like?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't necessarily like everything that Andrew Tate says or like even like his demeanor, but like some of the stuff he does say is facts.
It makes sense. And a lot of it is true. So it's weird that we
don't necessarily want to be his best friend or anything, but like I can respect that he can say what he want to say.
Yeah. But it ain't even not even specifically Andrew Tate. He's just kind of like the biggest name right now with that goes
recently.
Yeah, but in general, because I don't know, I've been in a lot of places. I just say something and then people will get really, really, really upset, and I'm like, damn, like
niggas tiptoeing these
days. You have to tiptoe around subjects, and it's getting to a point like, where is it going? Like, how far is it going to go to the point where you really can't say much?
Yeah, no, it's interesting, right? Like, I don't know too much about Andrew Tate. I don't follow him too much, but like, just
free Andrew. That's all I'm saying.
Just the cancel culture thing in general. Like, you got to consider like. Media is not just like the traditional media that we saw before, right? We now have social media where like things move like so fast. Like information is readily available. Like people are just waiting to see what the other person's gonna post.
Right.
So they have the old school media training for like, you know, artists and celebrities and like, you know, prominent figures and shit like that, where they're trained to be be PC and tactful, right? Because like people are seeing this and you don't want to ruin your brand or your image or whatever, right? But like it's the same thing for like just kind of regular people or like even middle of the pack notable people. Social media is the new media, right? So like everything on social media is going to go everywhere.
It's kind of your portfolio.
So it's like
you say some shit.
So it's like no, regular people or people that are just starting to do some shit, like they need media training as well. Like you cannot just think that you can say anything, right? Because now it's not just like one figure under a lens. It's now we have 1,000 lenses or like 1,000,000 lenses for like all these people. So it's just a part of like, you know, life. You know, people get upset about things, and you're just gonna have to like really learn how to be tactful. That's just the way shit is.
But how far does it go? Like, what is considered something that you can't say? Like, how far can you? Because I don't know, Chicago's more of a liberal city. Coming from Florida, it's a lot less like, you know, culture. I mean, a lot less liberal.
I think you can say whatever you want to say if it's not.
But you get fired, bro. You get fired from your job for saying some pretty common sense shit.
I mean, that's on the job that fires you. I mean, it's wrong, I think, but like, I think you should be able to say whatever you want to say if you're not like trying to actively hurt somebody. No, you're gonna offend people regardless. That's just life. I mean, if you're like not actively physically trying to hurt somebody.
Oh, I was like trying to punch somebody or like kick them or something.
Well, you know,
or like directly attacking somebody verbally or
something.
Like specifically, because you're black.
Well, yeah. Well, no. I'm saying like, if somebody racist wants to have a podcast and talk about racist shit, they should be able to do that. But once they start, you know, saying we need to go hurt people, then that's like.
I wonder if that's a thing.
Probably somewhere. I don't know. I mean,
I'm certain.
I don't know. I mean, but that's a bit wild. That's a bit wild.
They probably got a small following of a bunch of idiots. Who cares?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I can just turn something off.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of a point. I'm like, if you don't like something, you don't have to watch it. So why go out of your way to get someone canceled for some shit that you don't like?
Because people just naturally just want to be upset these days. I think they're just looking for the next thing to be upset about. I think personally.
Yeah, it's just weird. There's just this wave of shit, and it's kind of scaring me because I'm like, man, you can't say. I'll just give an example. Like I said once at it was like a public place. I was out with some people, and I said, men can't get pregnant. And I just said that, right? And I kind of was saying it like, I wasn't saying it like in a...
You know this motherfucker was being just like a shithead about it.
I probably was. But I was just around like these people, and they were saying shit. I was like, all right, well, men can't get pregnant, right? And the looks I got, it was just like, I felt like they looked at me like I said some outlandish shit. And I don't know, it was like for the rest of the time where it was pretty uncomfortable. And I just felt like that is just common sense. like that is just more than common sense. But nowadays you can't say some shit like that because fuck around and
it would upset a lot.
It'll upset some people. But that is just something on like the smallest scale of common sense. Mm-hmm. But nowadays it's not like that. That's what's scaring me is because now we have this new wave of like all this shit going on, and I don't care either way. Like I don't hate anybody for any reason whatsoever. Like you have to do something to me for me to dislike you, and even then I'm never gonna go out of my way to fucking to make you feel bad. But however you want to feel about whatever it is, like it's okay. I won't dislike someone for whatever they feel that they are, like how gender they identify with. I don't care about that. Like it doesn't bother me. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to like shit like that, now you're like changing the narrative of nature. Right. Which can like, it's confusing people. And it gets to a point where now we're at a crossroad to saying some shit like that will get you in trouble.
Facts. You're right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, where do we go? Like, where is this going? Like, how far is it going to get to where like you can't even walk down the street with a certain color on, like.
Oh, you can't do that in certain
yeah, you can't do that out here. I know what you
can't do that in certain hoods.
Play the wrong music and down the wrong street, but it's just interesting to me because I don't understand where it came from, and why it's going this way. I know COVID had a big impact on it, but motherfuckers are just bored. But now it's like, fuck, you really can't even say shit anymore, and it's.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's getting weird. It's getting weird.
Scary hours, wild scary hours.
But I don't know how far this shit's gonna take us, but scary hours.
Next thing, we're gonna bring up transition Drake. I should get those bars off, bro. I should really get.
Go ahead. Get off your chest.
This is a hard switch over right there.
Is it?
It's a very different topic.
And whatever. Go ahead.
He said scary hours and everything.
Oh, go over. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but go ahead.
Nobody knows what we be talking about.
Well, go ahead. Get off your chest, bro.
It really has nothing to do with what we were discussing.
It's all right. That's kind of how my podcasts go anyway.
Ellen and I have been like
had this long-term discussion.
Long discussions been going on for a couple of years now.
Yeah. What about?
Just about Drake as an artist, right? And like his early work is like obviously really good because it's Drake. But
right. How early?
Like his first few albums are like really good. Yeah. But it was 2016 time frame?
No.
Thank Me Later type shit?
We just got to college.
I'm talking about like what was the period
that we started talking about it?
No, but like the period of time for transition Drake.
So I would say that it was 2014. Right after, because we were freshmen in college when Nothing Was the Same came out. And that was like the end of that Drake era, I would say. And then he started dropping these singles, like he did We Made It, and then he did like
Trophies.
Trophies was fire.
Days in the East, and there's a couple other. What's the joint?
The one with Obi.
Oh, that one.
What was it called? It was the 2-1 Thoughtful. Yeah.
Okay.
And what's the? I can't think of the name right now.
But Block Boy.
But anyways, you just started to hear in Drake's voice and he started to rap differently. Like he was, he was
talking a lot of shit.
Yeah, he started talking a lot of shit. Like before we knew Drake as like the emotional.
Right. Yeah, in your feels type music, right?
Right.
And like there's still some of that in that transition period. But you really it was just a little bit more malice in his voice. And then there was the beef with with
Push.
Meek Mill.
Well, Push
later, yeah.
Meek Mill. I think that was like
stemmed from it.
That was the aftermath of Transition Drake.
Okay.
Transition Drake, I think, really took place in between that. Nothing was the same to. Would you say till you're reading this is too late?
Yeah, I felt like If You're Reading This was like the culmination of Transition Drake because he had all these Lucy's where he's just talking shit. Was Draft Day in that?
Draft Day was in
Draft
that.
Day was in that. I was talking a lot of shit on that one.
Damn.
Yeah.
So he was like talking like a lot of shit. He was just kind of like bigging up himself and shit like that. So like every time me and Alan get together and there's like a song that's played from that time period, or if we ever just randomly talk about it, like, yo, that's transition.
That is peak transition.
And then If You're Reading This came, and it's like, okay, that was all rap, all talking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the little ghostwriting shit on that too, but.
Where does October's Very Own fit into that? October's Very Own.
Oh, that's his record label.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, that's the label. So like, all his shit is.
How About Now? That's the song I was saying.
Oh, How About Now?
How About Now?
That's because they got the that little intro and shit.
How About Now? Yeah, he was like, even though like he was like, it was like a little emotional, but he was like still talking shit on it. So he was, that was me and Evie always be talking about.
What do you think happened in the transition that?
I just think
he probably got tired of niggas talking.
Yeah, there was
shit,
like just like a lot of noise about Drake being
one hit wonder, not one hit, but like one like
just one lane.
One lane, one lane.
He can only do this type of shit, and he can only like rap about like kind of
y'all remember that
and emotional shit. Yeah,
that time period on Twitter when everyone was just like roasting Drake, like saying like Drake's the type of dude to yada yada yada. Drake's the type of dude to
he took
stare
inspiration
at you through the crack of the stalls. They was just saying some. I don't know if you really paid attention to it.
He probably
it's like
did,
a lot of niggas were talking about. So I don't know. Maybe I feel like that has something to do with like his new way of like approaching music. I don't know.
How do you feel? Do you think he's the GOAT, Drake?
I think he's definitely one of the GOATs. Yeah.
One of them, not the.
I mean, like, if I'm gonna be honest, that's probably one of my favorite artists of all
Drake?
time.
Yeah.
I'll be real honest,
bro. Like you gotta like put it in perspective, like how good he is and how he's been so good for so long.
I think his shit is like tactful because he stayed relevant by featuring with all the relevant artists at the time. Like every time a new motherfucker pops up that's hot, he'll hop on a feature with
purposeful.
That,
I'll tell you that much.
That's not by accident.
Yeah, that's smart. Like no one was doing that. Drake did that.
No, like think about
who was doing that?
All the biggest superstars, like
Wayne was doing that.
That's how they stay. That's how superstars that have been in the game for a long time stay relevant. They get fresh ideas from younger artists who just entered the game. Right. Like just think about what Drake did with Yachty and shit. Like Drake just like brought Yachty along for like his whole last project, and like Yachty, like Yachty's doing his thing, and like but like Yachty, he's like younger, new ideas, tap on like the the pulse of like what the young people listening to and shit.
Yeah.
Like that, so
and what's it called? Drake too. He hops into different avenues. Like I'm in the MMA scene, so Drake, you see him all the time in fighting. Like he's always betting on fights, like dramatic, huge amounts of money on fighters, and they have like a little curse thing. They said the curse of Drake.
I think it got broken with the World Cup, right? He bet on the team that won. I don't know who won. Who won in the World Cup?
Argentina.
Yeah,
Argentina won this year?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he bet on Argentina and they won.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was Argentina and Brazil. Was that who it was?
No. It
France?
was in France.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Argentina and France.
He also bet on the Chiefs and they won the Super Bowl. So.
Damn.
Okay, so
so he bets on different avenues of sports.
He can
do whatever he wants.
In MMA, if Drake bet on you, bro, you're likely to lose.
Who did he bet on recently?
He bet on
Israel Adesanya. Didn't he bet on him?
He always bets on Izzy.
Oh, yeah?
Izzy's last fight he lost, but no, he bet on Jake Paul recently. Like the last fight, Jake Paul.
Didn't he take an L?
Yeah, he took an L.
I didn't even see the fight. I just saw his face afterwards. I was like,
it was a good fight, to be honest. It was a good fight. I I bet on Jake too, so I was a little bit biased towards the end of it, but rewatching it, I was like, no, he definitely lost. He definitely lost.
Oh, so it wasn't like he got knocked out.
No.
Okay,
It was a very close fight. Like it was at the time, I thought he won. I'm like, what the fuck?
All I saw were pictures of him looking all fucked up, and the way Twitter will make it seem is like he just literally just got his ass
Everyone just wanted him to lose.
So I don't know anything about the fight.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing his face, and he's fucked up.
Yeah.
And Twitter's just saying that he got his ass kicked.
No,
so
he
I
didn't.
don't know.
He didn't get his ass beat. He did, but it's not like it was a one-sided affair. It was back and forth. He never got knocked down. He knocked Tommy down twice. So or once. Tommy Fury.
Is this boxing or is this
boxing? Boxing. Yeah, I'm not even really into boxing like that, to be honest.
Tyson Fury?
Yeah, Tyson Fury's his older brother.
No shit.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's the real big dude that always
the heavyweight champion of the world.
Be like fighting
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Okay. That's his younger brother.
Each other?
No, they had 3 fights.
but they fought like mad times.
3 times. They fought 3 times.
That's the only motherfucker he'll fight.
opponent.
He like 5-5, all 10 fights against the same. Like what, bro?
No, I don't know. I'm not really into the boxing world, but I just know the biggest name in boxing. I'm for sure into MMA, but Jake Paul literally just reunited that like whole thing because everyone's now into like, oh shit, Jake's fighting. So he brought a lot of light back to it, but I'm not really into it. I only really watch the biggest fights.
But did he only fight that one time last year when he beat what's his face?
So the thing with Jake Paul is that a lot of people were giving him slack for that all of his opponents have not been like legitimate boxers.
They've all been. Was he a legitimate boxer?
He didn't start off that way.
Damn near there.
He is now. He started off doing
off.
like YouTube boxing, like fighting other YouTubers, and then he became a professional. His first fight was against Nate Robinson.
Is that when he beat him?
He knocked him
during Black History Month, and niggas got tight with him because he beat his ass.
I guess my biggest question about like why like regular people are like doing boxing like.
I don't know.
They just. I'm assuming their pockets are hurt, and they need that.
I just think it's like a lot of money in it now. Like if you're famous or if you have some
sort of buzz,
they have a lot of like because now there's like a lot of OnlyFans chicks doing boxing. Like there's a lot. Oh,
girl, I ain't trying to see that.
In Miami, there's a lot of events. There's always all these influencers that they're all like doing boxing. It's crazy. There's a lot. Like Blueface is fighting. Like there's all these celebrities. Celebrity boxing is a big thing. It's
really turned into what's the Def Jam?
Yo, I remember that shit.
The Def Jam boxing.
Yeah,
shit.
like they used to fight to the death. The cartoon, right?
Yeah, the video game.
The video game.
But then there's that shit that came on MTV. It was like
celebrity deathmatch or some shit.
Wow.
Yo, Loki's turned into that.
That was low-key a wild show to be watching.
I
was watching like 10,
adults.
11 years old.
Yeah, I was watching some crazy ass shit.
I had to been younger than that, man.
Very wild.
They were like actually they're like dying.
Bro,
like,
to the death. And it was like
some Mortal Kombat type shit.
Real graphic.
Violent. Damn near that's what's happening.
It's a real graphic.
Damn near what's happening right now. But yeah, that's what's going on. I don't know why.
Deathmatch.
I don't know why they're wanting to. No, they're doing it. Like I saw these events. I had some friends that were working them. There's like a bunch of like celebrity fights, and there's a bunch of OnlyFans chicks fighting them. I don't know why they want to do it, but hey, more power to them. I don't know. I for fighting for me, I don't know. I do MMA, so it's a dangerous game to play. But if you're making money doing it, why not?
Yeah,
you know?
I heard Jake Paul clock like 30 M's for taking the L.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He got 30 M's.
30 M's for taking
the loser. I'll go in there and lose right now.
For 30 mil, yeah. But the thing is, people will have to want to see he's such a big name.
Yeah, I know
like
that.
Him and his brother, they're probably I don't think there's anything like them. There's no one like that. Like who is more famous than the Paul brothers that like came up in the way they did? They're like the most famous.
The other Paul brother?
Logan. He's more popular than Jake.
Oh, was Logan the one that got canceled?
Because he
that goofy shit.
Yeah, he did in Japan. Yeah,
that was wild.
That was wild. That was wild.
Bro,
you remember that?
I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
He filmed. Because in Japan they have like this forest that people commit suicide in.
Oh, he did. He went there.
He filmed a person that had just hung themselves, and he like recorded it and put it on YouTube. But in a way, that kind of worked out for him because like he got canceled. That happened. He's lucky that happened before the wave of like real cancel culture. But, he got canceled, but like he bounced back somehow.
I thought Jake was Logan this whole time. So I was like, I can't believe people are giving this man another chance. I didn't know.
I didn't know that thing happened. That's very out of
No, but
that was years. That was forever ago.
It wasn't that long ago. It was maybe about like 4 years ago.
I think it was a little bit more than that.
Why did he do
But
that?
no, but not even that. I didn't even know about that. I was thinking about when he was like dressed up like a samurai or something like that. Had like the hat on and he's like running through the streets of Japan, just sounding like like making stereotypical like Japanese noises, like being goofy, and the people are just like looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing?
Probably wasn't a good look for Americans.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He did it, and that. But he bounced back because he apologized for it. I'm sure. Like, you
can apologize all you want. You ain't coach. I mean, that's. If we're talking about cancel culture, you can apologize all you want.
There's a line.
There was a line.
Apologize and be cool and shit, but like that's above the line. Like,
yeah, it is out of pocket. But to be fair, I'm not even like trying to excuse him. He was really young, like in the midst of his like thing.
How old was he?
He's like the same age as us.
Oh no,
yeah. Well, like how old was he back then?
He's probably like 22.
I think at
23.
That point you should know better.
You should know better.
Should know better, but you're still young as hell.
I mean, yes, you are young, but like,
bro,
I mean, like,
come on, man. Like, I know, like, obviously, like, everyone's done some goofy shit when they were younger, but like, there's a
you think
line.
it's too old to be doing some goofy shit like that?
To be doing that brand of goofy shit. It's too old to be doing that.
That brand of
threshold.
If you're gonna be in the spotlight, you have your own YouTube channel.
But it's a very popular channel.
Very popular channel.
Like, come on,
you
bro.
You gotta have a little bit more common sense.
It's like the John Morant shit, bro. Okay.
What's going on with the John
bro?
I don't know.
I just see shit pop up. I don't know what is going on.
Apparently, so John Morant been like, he been just trying to be like hood, trying to be.
Who's that? Who's
John Morant? He's like a basketball player, like
really good,
star basketball player
in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
no WNBA.
But he was like, he's been like tweaking. What you say?
Transition John Morant.
These niggas with the code words.
Anyway. But like he's had like a couple of like different things happen to him, altercations and shit, where he's like pulling up on like random civilians and shit like that, and like making threats to people just like outside and shit like that, or like having like a gun with him, like trying to like pull a gun on motherfuckers.
He pulls guns out on people.
Yeah, and so like
Jesus Christ.
Reports just came out that like Ja like pulled a gun at this altercation where like he was hooping with some teenagers at like an outside court. And I might be butchering the story a little bit.
It's out of pocket.
Anyway, so that story broke, and then he went to the club after his last game, and he went on IG Live at like 3 a.m. and just had a gun in his IG Live. And I'm like,
but he's not like that.
One, he's not like that. Like, yeah. You can like, hey, bro, you see how
he's not like that.
They pull up pictures all the time of him, and he's just really like not like that. He came from like,
a great family.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw a tweet that somebody said that he got arrested for being affiliated with YSL. That was the first tweet I saw about John Morant, so I thought it was fucking true. But now that I'm hearing all this goofy shit that he's doing, I realized they just clowning him now.
Oh shit!
Free thug though.
Y'all niggas crazy.
But anyway, like John, so he pulled that, and then he just got suspended for like 2 games.
Because he pulled a gun out?
Like, no, because he had a gun on his IG Live, bro. After a report came out that he pulled a gun on somebody. I'm like, bro, like,
wait.
That's hustling backwards.
Wait, he saw the report that he did that?
He must have saw the report.
And then was like trying to brag about it?
I think so.
He was bragging about it?
Maybe, I don't know why else he would do it. Maybe he's just a goof. I don't know.
That's wild.
That's a brand of goofy that's like over the line.
You're so like that's like similar to Logan Paul like shit like.
Not exactly similar.
That's a bit more.
That's not what I'm saying. Like, that's not exactly
I mean, they're different brands of goofy.
Yeah,
both very goofy, but different brands.
It's like they're on the same highway at least. They're just different lanes.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Same block, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
Some shit. Damn. Okay. Well, I don't know what would entice him to do some shit like that. Maybe there's a reason why he pulled a gun out on somebody. I could understand that. But why you would flex it on IG Live? But why'd he get suspended? Because of the story or because of the IG Live? Which one was it?
Probably both.
Probably both. The combo. Like if he
gets suspended for pulling the gun out on IG Live?
Well, it probably has something to do with the report, and then like it solidified.
Well, one is it's like you're kind of laughing in the face of the fucking team you play for and like the league you play in. And shit.
I see the NBA is very sensitive with like shit stories.
Yeah, they're definitely sensitive now.
That's a PR marketing nightmare.
Right.
One of the faces of your league just
he gets ticked like he starts and shit.
No, bro. He's like I'm talking about. He's like one of the like best young players in the league.
Oh shit!
Like
he's wild.
Under my
he's really wild.
Okay, so
a few times I watch NBA games.
I don't even know who. I don't pay attention to sports.
I'm seriously such a female when it comes to watching NBA games. I'm like, who's Emily? I'd be like, what team was that? Like, who's that? What team was? I'd just be like, yeah, I like the jersey. I think
I don't know nothing about sports, bro. I mean, some things I do, but for the most part, like I watch like off-brand sports to Americans, like rugby and shit. So I don't really watch football, basketball. I do occasionally with you guys, I guess, but when there's big, like I guess the Super Bowl, I didn't even watch the Super Bowl this year, and the NBA Finals. I don't know who you think's gonna go.
That's a good question. I say Allen don't know.
You just heard me. Whatever team got the better jerseys is going.
That's wild. That's wild. I usually ask Jabari about these things because if I'm gonna bet on like sports, specific sports, I'll like kind of consult an expert in the field and make an educated decision
I think the Celtics, they've been great all year, so they got a chance again. The Bucks, with Giannis, they always got a shot.
The Bucks are what's the Bucks? What's
Milwaukee
Bucks. I knew that.
He said what?
I knew that.
Anyway, Durant, KD just went to the Suns, so they got a shot.
Phoenix,
KD.
Denver, like
LA doesn't.
Top Jokic, no, LA's ass this year.
Really?
I mean, yes.
Damn.
LA's trash.
Yeah. I mean,
every time I've bet on LA, they've won. Like literally, dead ass.
Every time what?
I've bet on LA, they've won. Every time.
Well, maybe they.
Maybe not. No, not every time. Not recently.
How's Golden State doing? Are they doing any good?
They decent. They started off slow.
Because what's his name punched Buddy in the face.
Bro, Buddy.
Who?
You saw the video, bro?
I did.
Who got punched?
He laid him out. So at the beginning of the season, this is like the extent of NBA that I know.
Was it like during practice? Because I seen RDC World. Whenever they make a video about some shit that happened in the NBA, their motherfuckers are funny as fuck. They always like make a reenact. He's like knocked his ass. He's like, wake up! He's just playing. What time is it, by the way?
3:25.
Okay, so. That's our cue.
That's our cue.
yeah, just about. That's perfect. We
ain't gonna wrap it up with I don't know.
With what?
Did we finish Transition Drake?
We really didn't. We really didn't.
You know what?
We really didn't.
Just wrap it up by playing a Transition Drake song at the end of this.
All right.
I don't know if you can do that because of copyright.
Copyright? No, I can. We can. If you can
less than 30 seconds of it.
Oh, I'll make a flip of it.
I was like, if you make it, you make a flip of it. We can
remix and then
we can tiptoe around that industry.
Isn't that the rule though? Under 30 seconds and you're probably good from copyright.
Yes. There's something like that, but the thing is. It's really mostly for bigger channels. Like I've seen lower. Like I don't have that many subscribers. Not too much. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Not too many people are gonna see this. But hey, we're gonna as I build up, and it gets bigger and bigger. Then that's more of an issue. But now, yeah,
I can't believe it.
Yeah, because I've said a lot of shit that for sure would get me demonetized on here. But the thing is, I'm not even gonna self-incriminate myself.
Put it on Rumble.
Yeah, I will make a Rumble at one point. To be honest,
gonna make a Rumble.
Yeah, bro. Honestly,
Rumble.
See, look at this is the political side. There we go.
Put it on Rumble.
Rumble's a new way. See, the thing is like YouTube.
That's a new way.
Here's the thing: like this episode would not be able to get monetized on YouTube because we've cursed. If you say fuck or some,
really?
Like, yeah, you cannot curse on YouTube.
That's why you gotta bleep it out.
Which is stupid. Like, why?
What about They don't wait. Do they not have Joe Rogan on YouTube anymore?
No, he's only on Spotify.
And Rumble.
Yeah, this motherfucker. But anyway, to be continued. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate your time, man. I really appreciate you guys pulling up. Yes, sir. Let's go. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Defying Podcast on YouTube. Hit us up on Instagram. Give us a subscription, The Defying Podcast on Instagram as well. And I'll have their Instagrams up as well. What is your Instagram, by the way? It's at
1981 Tokyo Music.
And EB?
At EB_Amedu.
Let's go. You guys have YouTube channels? You don't have a YouTube channel. You have SoundCloud, right?
I have a SoundCloud. Yeah, you can just look me up on 1981 Tokyo. Yeah, that's it. And then Bandcamp if you want to buy my music.
Let's go. At 1981 Tokyo.
Yep.
We Hate Clubs. The sponsorship you guys hear in the middle of the podcast, that's We Hate Clubs. EB's the face of that. One half of the face or 1/3? Is it? One third. My bad. I don't know. It's
Alan LaSalle, our homie LaSalle Smith, and then me.
We'll get LaSalle on the podcast too. He's an interesting fellow. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time. Peace.
Thank you to our new sponsors, Flow State Coffee. Flow State Coffee is a performance coffee with ingredients that give you a deeper focus, better mood, and it lowers caffeine-related anxiety so you don't get any jitters or shake. It's coffee made to get shit done.
Be sure to use discount code DEFY, DEFY at checkout for 10% off all sales.